instruments, how they moving around if interest rate changed, okay? But remember, money supply will affect interest rate, right? You saw that from previous chapter, you saw the chart, we analysis the movement, and that's why it is linked to interest rate, and then we want to see how interest rate affect anything else. So then you have big picture, and you know when you do your job as a Fed chairman, you know how to affect the market. Okay, that's the big picture. So that have to go down detail. We need to understand certain things. For example, stocks, bonds, interest movement affect those security. Okay, let's see. So this chapter is understanding interest rate. Okay, we have a lot of interest rates. Okay, let me show you. Since I opened that window, the interest rate, let's see whether you can see. Okay, so you can see this on Wall Street Journal, bonds and the REITs. Okay, so what I have here is U.S. Treasury. Okay, on those Treasury, when we issue 30 years, 10 years, 7 years maturity, all of them. See here, and those interest rate. Okay, the yield. So they all have it, and then we're gonna learn this yield curve. Okay, you're gonna learn that. You have one chapter learning this, and then you can see this LIBORs, and then you can see other consumer rates. Those one you have 30-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage. This is called Fed Fund Rate. Our whole course, end of semester, by last chapter, you will learn how the Fed target on this interest rate. That's why I call Fed Fund Rate target. It's the window. It's 0% to 0.25%, this range. And this is what we're going to learn why and how they make a decision about this interest rate. Okay, so now you can see how many rates, a lot of interest rate. Okay, this arm, a lot of interest rates. Okay, so therefore, so important, we have to learn how that works. Okay, how those interest rates works. So we go to very, very fundamental. Now here's the case. Okay, we have a classmates senior level. Okay, you learn everything already, like stocks, bonds, you did. But some people didn't. Okay, so because of this different levels, so we have to be choose middle ground. We cannot be too fast. We cannot be too slow. Okay, so understand this chapter. It is a little bit difficult for somebody. Okay, so we a little bit slow, but not like too slow. So if you have questions, you jump in because we do not know. So I can slow down once you ask more question. Okay, so that's it. So we measure, so remember interest rate we say is the cost of borrowing, right? So we also say, is your saving, put it in saving account. So that's why it's already, you can see which way is. But of course, so many interest rate depend on what your borrow or your saving. So that's measured. So we have all the ways kind of interest rates like we just saw it. So now let's see how we charge you if we borrow, right? So interest rate can use to calculate the present value. We will talk about mean present value is at the point in time now, what's this value of those future cash flows. For example, your mom said, I will give you $100 by end of the year if we get an A, all right? You may be very smart enough, you calculate it based on interest level, you say, so long waiting for this $100, and you will find out maybe give you now is $100. But if by then give you $100, at today's point of view, you tell your mom, say, Mom, you really didn't give me $100. You give me less than $100. Why? Because if she gave you $100 now, you can put this $100 in some, let's say you put some high yield dividend, for example, or bond. You end of 1 year, you get $100 and plus interest. You earn some interest if she give you now. So that's why end of the year you will have more than $100. But your mom's giving you $100 at then. You see, that's why now it's better. And that's what I mean here. Because now this $100 is the present value. But your mom gave you $100 later, end of the year, that's the future value. Okay, so you want to figure out the future value, today's value, and we're going to figure out today. Okay, so now here at least you know $1 pay you 1 year from now. Like I said, your mom gave to you. I say it's 100. Okay, so it's less valuable than $1 pay you today, right? Because if your mom pay you now, you can use this money to do many things, right? So you invest it, maybe make a 110. At the end of the year, maybe make $10 more. So that's what I mean, okay? So I hope you understand that, okay? So first bullet. So we're going to use the formula to solve it, okay? At least you know the money, the better is now, is better. You can do many ways to invest. You have many options to do. So that's why this $1 paying you now better than the paying you same $1 in the future. Because now you can do many things or earn interest, okay? Why? So let's ask you why. Then give example. They use $1, I use 100, so this is easy now, okay? Because if you have $1 here, okay, after 1 year, you will have $1 plus, so that's what the formula is, plus the $1 multiply interest you can earn, okay? Here's to give you some hint, okay? We are not use special situation right now in Europe, the country's negative interest rate, okay? If it's negative interest rate, you're going to argue this is not true, right? This formula will be wrong, because if you have $1 and then 1 minus whatever it is going to less than 1, so you're going to have less money in the future, right? So in the future. So here argue is I interest rate always large or equal to 0. So that means in the future, you always supposed to have more money. Okay, that's especially have inflation. So you're gonna inflation, let's say, is interest rate now. So then you will be still have inflation adjustment. So you're gonna have more. Okay, so $1 plus $1 multiply the interest rate. Okay, that's what you're supposed to have in the future. This is in normal situation. Okay, now talk about negative interest rate. Negative interest rate, you're gonna argue totally opposite situation. Okay. So that at least you know money worth more, same amount of money now compared to future. So why that? Okay, let's see why. Follow me. Okay, they do this way very, very simple but tedious, but it's good. Okay, for people very new for this calculation, price value, future value. So we have to get there. Okay, just follow me. It will be okay. Okay, so discount the future, right? So let's say interest rate right now is 10%. Okay, so this is just 10% interest rate. So in 1 year, you have $100 plus 10% of the 100. So that's why it is formula is this one. Okay, so 100 multiply 1 plus 10%. So your end of the year, you're gonna have that's the formula. Okay, so you know how they get there, right? The slides is there, slides under the content. You mentioned in class many times, must be. Okay, all right, so anyway, I'm reading now, chat, okay. The slides under the Blackboard under content. Let me do it. Okay, on there. All right, so now you have this 110. You agree now $100 if interest rate 10% at the end of 1 year, you're gonna have 110. Okay, $110. 100 is your money, $10 interest. Okay, now next one. So if I do not take out the money from the bank, I leave there for another year. So at the end of 1 year, I have 110. Okay. So then I leave there earn another years of 10% interest. So total I will have 121. Okay, because I have 110 money, and then it's earn this 110, $110 earn interest plus my principal 110. So that's 121. Okay, so that's what we got. So now we organize this calculation. So we initially use $100. So initially we have $100. So now we end 2 years later, we got a 121. Why is not there? It is under content. Okay. All right, so now, so 121, right? So now same thing again. So that's 100 multiply. So that's what it organize this one is the 2 power. Okay, so that's why this one same thing. Okay, so this is step by step or just one shot. Invest in 1 year, you will figure out the end of the 1 year and the 2 year what's how much money you have it, which is this formula. Okay, we just did it one by one. So this organized is 2 powers. So this one we got here. All right. So now we say, what about N years? N years. So if you invest $100 for N years, live there, each year give you interest rate I. So total, you will have this much money. Okay, that's what it is. All right. So then we got this is the future value. So then what we can use the formula, right? So let's see. I don't want to go too fast. Okay, you can ask me question. Okay. So then you have this formula. Remember present value, okay, future value, and how we got this formula. We can just go back and inverse that. Okay, let's go back again about what we just did. Okay. So what we just did, we say, okay, present value is $100. We just invest $100. Okay, and multiply. We have interest is 10%. Okay. Then we say for I cannot do that, use this way, okay, for N years, okay? So that's becoming future value. This is future value, okay? Because this is N years later. So $100 is the present value, okay? So that means I'm changing here. This is so this is present value, okay? And interest rate, 10%, we give just I, is interest rate, okay? So that's the formula we just did. So then they use present values from here, easy to do, right? So present value equal to future value divided 1 plus I, okay? And then in the power n, that's it. So that's what, so we did, I'm going back. All right, see present value, we did that, okay? So we did use numerical get a calculation. Now we summarize that, okay, present value is today, okay? And then future value, that cash flow, discount back by this interest rate. So this calculation is present value, okay? So that's good, we got the present value formula, okay? And then you have a future value formula, just present value multiply this one is a future value. Let me do it again because this is interchangeable. I know somebody already learned it, just bear with us. So this is future value, right? So let me retyping again. So future value equal to present, we're going to use this all the time, okay? Plus interest rate, okay? And then for how many years, right? How many period? See, this. So this we use all the time in exam, okay? This interchangeable, this formula we just learned now. Okay, let's continue for the logic. All right. So we got the present value, future value relationship. Okay, let's see. This is a very important piece here. Okay. So when you invest the money, you will see your timeline. Okay. See, that's say years, right? 0 year means today. Okay, that's today. If today you have $100, and 1 year later you also have $100. So each year you have $100, okay, until to N years, okay? So present value, so those are future cash flow. So today's value 100, today, zeros today, then present value is today. But what about other cash flow? Let's say your mom said each year give you 100, okay, for N years. N year, let's say 10 years. So then you will figure out how much money my mom really gave me as day one today. How much money she really gave to me? So you can figure out how you figure out based on this. So today she gave you $100 is $100. Today's money is today's money, right? Nothing in there in the interest rate play, okay? But 1 year from now, that's $100. 1 year from now, that's a future cash flow. So we use the future cash flow, that's formula, right? So future value divided by the interest rate, 1 period, so it's the present value, okay? But 2 years later, that $100, you have to do future value divided by this interest rate and 2 power, right? So same thing for N year or 10 years, right? So now, very, very important, I said this, okay? Once all the future cash flow converted to present value, now it's safe to add them all in, becoming today's present value. And that's how we get the present value of all those payments. Okay, you just add on. Okay, and so that's how you figure out what's the future value and today. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So now let's do the example, because you guys, I want to see how far you know. Somebody knows, somebody maybe not. Let's do it. Okay, so let's do example. I'm asking you the question. Okay, you do it. So let's say no, hold on, sorry, go here. Let's say you are an investor, right? So you're gonna have a, here it is, I put it here. So you're gonna have a, you be the landlord, okay? You're gonna have $1,000 each year, 1,000, and each year. Okay, so you're lending your apartment or renting out. You're renting out. Each year you collect 1,000. Okay, for 5 years. For 5 years, so all the way. Okay. Okay, so to the 5 years. I just want to see how much you know. Okay, 500. So I want to ask you, if interest rate is 5%. 5%. All right. So what's this? You're lending out for 5 years, n equal to 5. So how much money you can think of today's value of those future cash flow means your business today worth how much, right? So question is, what's the present value? So here's the present value equal to what? Okay, so 5 years, right? So you know. So based on the formula, can you do that?
Professor, can I say the answer?
You know what? I wanted to give you, hold on, okay, hold on. Don't use 5. 5 years, you're going to do too much work, too long. Let me erase this when we give you, not 5 years. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's say interest rate equal to 5%, okay? And N equal to 2 years. You just lending 2 years, because otherwise it takes too long. So what's your question?
Oh, I was just going to say
you
the
have
answer,
question?
but I was just going to say the answer, but I got to do the recalculation again.
Oh, okay. All right, because I just give you a shorter one. Yeah. Anybody got it? Okay, see. Yeah, I said don't read the chat. You guys really all go to chat. Okay, let's see. Do you got 907 is right or not? Okay, somebody doing that? So first of cash flow is formula. How are you going to do that? I do it. So 1 plus what? And second one, somebody verify. You agree about this number? Okay, so you all, okay, you're fine. Okay, you at least you have consistent the number. Okay, result. So 1 plus 0.05 second power. Okay. So then your result should be equal to 907.03. Okay, don't round in too fast, because too early, then you're going to be missing value. So you got a value equal to, you agree about this number? You agree?
The value is 1859.41.
Huh?
The present value is 1859.41.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why we got a 907? I mean, no, I don't trust your number anymore. What's the first number? Okay. The first number is 907.3, right? 03. You agree?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is that true? Let me do, I
It's
had to
this,
verify.
the second number is 907. So 1000 divided by 1.05,
1000.
the second power.
Okay, 1000 divided 1.05, right? Yeah, so 950. First one is 950. 952. Okay, somebody tell me if not right. Okay, so next one you use 1000 divided by 1.05 square. Okay, so you equal to 907.03. So then you add up, become that the final is 1859. Very good. Okay, so you agree? If you don't agree, let me know, because I'm not every number calculated for you. I just wanted you guys to do it. Okay, so we agree? What me? Oops,
Yep.
we're good now. Oh,
Yeah, that's the right final
No,
answer.
it's correct.
so
was
1859 is correct, or 1849?
1859.
1859.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. So that means it's not difficult. Okay. So that's just an exercise, very simple one. Okay. We're going to go very difficult one very soon, and you won't be bored. Okay. So, all right. So we know how to calculate present value, future value. We just warm up. Somebody already learned it. Now we go to serious, going to analysis a lot of things. Okay. So we're going to first figure out a simple loan. Okay, what's simple loan? How are you going to calculate it? Okay. Next one, we're going to learn very, very complicated fixed payment loan. For example, buy house, buy car, you're going to pay the fixed mortgage loans, car loans, use student loans, or is use fixed payment loan. Okay. Now you're going to complicate, right? So then we're going to do the coupon, calculate bond. Okay, coupon payment bond. You see, those concept mortgages, coupon bonds, very complicated, supposed to be whole semester, but we only cover this couple slides. So therefore, many people have a lot of questions, confused. Please ask question, okay? Why we do that? I told you the purpose, because the Fed wanted to have interest rate decisions going to affect all of this. Mortgages, bond market, you will see the stock market too. So therefore, we have to understand those instruments, okay? So therefore, we're going to go there. So that first thing is you cannot, we don't go this one first, okay? This is too complicated. I want to put this in later, okay? So now. So let's go to calculate a simple loan, okay? Simple loan means simple. How simple? It just, let's say you lend the money to your classmate, $100, and you say, just give me $10 more, and then you get the 110 back 2 days later, and that's what 10%. That's very simple. How simple it is because you earn $10, so that's why 10%. That's what I mean. Okay, let's go there. So $100 present value today, and the future when you're lending out. So in the future, you're going to get a 110, all right? So if this period is 1 year, so that's the annual, you're earning 10%. How we got it? Because it's a future value. You're going to get a 110. You're lending out is 100. So what's the interest rate you really earned over this year, lending the money? And you're solving this equation, okay? That's the easy part, right? Solving this equation, follow me. And then you're solving it to get 10%. So you're okay solving this equation, right? All right. So that's the 10% is this, you make the simple loan, you make 10%. All right. It's nothing complicated, right? Just make a loan. We'll go to the very difficult one. So that's simple. That's it. So you make a loan, make money, 10%. Now go to fixed one, right? So fixed payment loan, for example, I say is a car loan, housing. Let's do the housing loans, right? So let's go to detail. So the first one, other way is loan value. Okay, it's because loan, that's called loan value, but it is present value, okay? We'll talk about detail. Just make sure this loan value is present value. Right now, this value of the loan, okay? So fixed payment, it just can be coupon. Coupon is fixed payment. Can be dividend if they pay dividend, fix it. So as long as this payment fixed, it means each period paying you this number is the same. Okay, that's why it's a fixed payment. Normally, it's a coupon payment. It's a fixed payment because once the corporation or government issued a bond that says coupon rate is 5%, that means they pay 5% per year or semi-annual forever until to maturity. Okay, and that's what I mean, fixed payment. Okay, so same thing again. Remember, in the future they pay you your fixed amount. All right, so maybe N period in the future. Therefore, they are the future cash flow. So you can see this use the discount again, future formula, right? So you can see future formula divided by this interest rate becoming present value, present value, present value, present value. After they all turn to present value, then you can save, add them on. You can add them, okay? If not in the same time value, not in the same present value moment, you cannot add. You cannot add together, okay? So that's how we figure out loan value. Okay, so that means today's value. So the same thing again, like I said, if you're landlord, you collect the money each year, fixed payment, you're running out each 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And for 1 year, 10 years, same thing, you will know what's this loan value, this present value you're lending out, present value, same thing, okay? But it's not that simple when you calculate, go to the real life, okay? Let's do it together. So let's use this formula, okay? You remember formula is easy, right? The present value of those future cash flow. All the future cash flow, this payment, the future payment is fixed one, all right? And on the bottom is interest rate. So let's do the example, use real life, see how you can figure out, okay? Now I change the story. See, now is you know the fixed number, then you get the loan value today. Today's value, right? What if we know the today's value means then what's this fixed payment? All right, so that's easy to do, right? Just reverse this formula. So let me give you the story. You're gonna do that, okay? So, okay. So let's go to the close to real, then we struggle more, okay? So let's say if you buy a house, okay? So buy a house. So that's the down payment equal to 20%. I want to do this way because you will more closer to the real world, so then you can figure out a little bit how to do things, okay? So let's say interest rate is 30-year mortgage, okay? Let's say interest rate is right now is 2.9, so let's say 3%, very, very low right now, okay? So into mortgage rate, okay? So mortgage rate is 30 years. Right, so this is a 30-year mortgage, okay? 30-year. All right, so what else we need to know? So, okay, you buy the house value, right? So I'm trying to say house value is $500,000. Let's see what it can do. Okay, so what else we need? We know the mortgage rate, we know how many years, we know the house value. Good. My question is, what's your monthly payment? Okay, it's a little bit difficult, okay, but however, it's real, right? What's monthly payment? So here's the case, right? The formula is like before. Before is loan value. Now here is the house value, but you have down payment story. I want people help me. What I mean down payment 20%, what I mean, and in this formula, how we figure out the struggling to see which one is which one, use the formula. So first tell me what it means down payment, 20%, what I mean?
A down payment is a certain amount of money, a percentage of the total value of the house that you pay when signing the contract, when you pay at the beginning.
Very good. Up front, yes. Okay, continue or on this one. How much money you need to have it so that you can borrow loan?
100,000.
Yes. Okay, very good. So that's so that means if 20% down payment, so then you must be have this much money at this point in time. You can go borrow loan. Multiply $500,000. So this is the money you must have it. So it's what, $100,000? How much?
Yes, 100.
Okay. So that means you have to have cash now. Okay. So that's what it means down payment. Okay. You have to have this much money and you have to put this money to the bank, and then you can borrow the money. Good. So what's
Professor.
my loan value? Hold on. This equal to what then? Go ahead.
Can you replace the $100,000 as like present value? I mean, yeah, the present value PV or not?
And that's the question now. So follow, not yet.
Okay.
So I will mention more repeatedly. Okay. So $500,000 house, you don't have cash. You're not pay cash payment. Assuming we're normal people. Okay. We don't have cash. We just have to borrow. So then banking side rent a 20% down payment requirement. So that means this $100,000 is the down payment requirement. Okay, so that means you have to have this money, you borrow from friends, from relative, whatever, get the $100,000, give to bank. That's the first, the down payment requirement you meet. And once you meet this requirement, the bank may be lending to you. So how much money you need to borrow today?
$400,000.
Thank you. That's loan value. Okay, so it's $400,000. So why is it $400,000?
Because the down payment goes towards the
Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, so because down payment, you already put a 100 there. You only need to borrow $400,000 because this one's your money. Okay, but this one's you borrow from the banking. So that's why this is borrowed value today. You borrow now, you buy a house now today, right? You need $500,000. You only have $100,000, but bank lending you $400,000. So this is $400,000 is today you take out the loan from the bank. All right. So it's the present value. Very good. So based on the formula, present value, we know now. And we also know, we do not know this is a fixed payment. We do not know. But your formula is like this, remember? So I can do this way. So 1 divide by the interest rate, and the first one, and the plus 1 divided by another one. So just same formula. Okay, just to let you know, you need to figure out it is so second power and continue. Okay, so keep going on. I just don't write anymore, just like that. So you question ask you is this guy, okay, is this one. What's your monthly payment? Okay, remember I asked you monthly, so a little tricky. Let me give you a hint. I said monthly, so that means this interest rate, it is annual, pay 3% mortgage. So you had to convert it to monthly. So everything consistency, okay? So because of that, so this one you need to divide by 12, okay? So become monthly mortgage rate. The same thing, if you had 30 years, this is going to be all the way to 30 years, okay? If 30 years, but how many months of 30 years?
360.
How many years of, how many months of 30 years? So N equal to what? That's the question.
360.
30 times.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yes, so N becoming 360. Why is that? Because it's 30 years. So you borrow 30 years, but each year have 12 months because you convert everything is monthly now. So if you solving this, the equation, use this formula, use these parameters, you will be able to get a fixed payment monthly, becoming monthly. Okay, let's go back, look at the formula. I just changed the formula, similar like this one. You see, I just take the fixed payment out, the rest will stay, okay? So now you can solving that. I know 30 years, and then you do the 360 months, that's one by one, impossible. right? Impossible. And you should not do that either. Okay. You cannot do, sorry, I go back. Okay. You cannot do that. Use the formula 1 by 1 calculator. Impossible. So what are you going to do? You're going to use a calculator. Okay. So use your calculator, find out what's the fixed payment, what's the F monthly payment, FP becoming monthly. And that's the question to ask. So what's your monthly payment? You need to use a financial calculator or regular calculator. So now what do you input, okay? Present value, you know, this is present value in your calculator. So your PV, you put it in there, so 400, okay? You use a calculator, 1,000, all right? So that's present value, you put it. And the mortgage rate is I in your calculator, maybe I or Y, okay? And you put in that parameter, put in that number. So 3 divided by 12, 3 here, 3 divided by 12 equal to what? Somebody give to me, equal to what?
.25.
Very good. 0.25%. So in your input in here, because it's turned monthly now, so you just put a 0.25. Okay, that's good. So you put a present value, put the interest rate. You need to put a N. How many period? N equal to what? Remember? N equal to what? Hello world. 360. Very good. So you put in everything you put in. What else you needed? Nothing. Then you push the button, PMT. Okay, I do not know your calculator. Okay, just make sure your calculator similar, and you know that then you will get a monthly payment. You got it? I will do with you. Let's see, 400,000 is the present value. .25 interest rate. 360 is the N. Then what's the payment? Somebody got it? Yes, very good. I got a similar, not too far from you. Very good. So you both get a very good one. Okay, so means that each month, based on this house, you buy $500,000 house, you need a payment only $1,686.42. So your family can figure out you can afford this $500,000 house because interest low, because mortgage rate low. Okay. Anybody have question on how to get this number? Because I told you use this formula, but use this input. Okay. So let's do one more exercise. This time I want you do it. So now you see down right now, you already did a mortgage payment. You get a very good example there. I do one more. This time you do it. Okay. So I put it in here. Just you keep that typing. Okay. So let's see you doing the. This time you don't have down payment. You buy a car. Okay, which is cost you 50,000. What kind of car? Sorry. 50,000 car, 50, okay, $50,000 value car, okay, and then the interest rate charge you monthly, I say monthly. You see, that's why when you do the exam, you gotta be, they trick you, okay, they give you annual rate and you convert it. But if I say monthly already, so then you won't be divided by 12, okay, so depending on how they say things. I'm right now saying monthly, so it's 0.5% monthly. Okay, say monthly. So interest rate, you know, and then you pay this car 5 year loan. Okay, so you got everything. What else you need to do? All right, so you got a car, you know the N, you know the car value. So what's your monthly payment? Remember, you pay mortgage, now you're going to pay car loans. So, and next time you do student loan, so you know monthly how many bills you need to pay, right? So what's the payment? Same thing. You can do now, quickly now, because so we do a little bit more exercise here. So then we're gonna have more question in the future link to here. So this is easy now because why? Because you have this input as example. Same thing again. Let me ask you.
Can I answer or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if it's correct. I think I got
That's okay.
2,641.
What's something?
Okay, so you said
that's right.
payment equal to how many thousand?
I said
2,000?
2,641. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. 41, sorry. 41, okay. Because I charge you interest very high. So let's see another person, we do it together, okay? Everybody doing the, verify his work, okay? So present value equal to what in your input? 50,000, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 50,000 present value input, and the interest rate your input is what? Interest I input is
5%.
monthly, 0.5%, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You put 0.5, very good. And you put in the monthly payment. No, you put in the N is equal to what? That's the key here. N equal
60.
to what?
I put
50?
60. Yeah, 60.
60. Okay. Yes. Very good. So where is 60 coming from? 5 years multiply 12. Very good. So you did all the input is right. Very good. So then the result, you agree, everybody?
So it's correct.
Okay, it's correct. You verified. You agree? Do we have anybody not agree? Yeah, same. Okay, good. So that means. So, okay, so we agree about this. Huh? Somebody got a different one. Now we have to do together. If we have dispute, we have to do together. You don't agree. Okay, don't agree, let's do together. So I put it into now. Okay, put it in your calculator, 50,000. Okay, and the present value, because today your loan, borrow loan, interest rate is 0.5 I, okay? So I say it's monthly, so it's just there because you do monthly. And you have total how many months? 60 months. So that's N, okay? So then just push the button, press value. Oh yeah, it is different, okay? It is 980.97, right? Are you agree? So it is, so you just push it like I mentioned. Let me mention one more time, okay? Maybe you calculate it differently. Push this number is present value. This is monthly, okay? Monthly payment interest rate, so you don't need to convert anymore. And N is 60 months, okay? When you say months, everything consistent months, and then this payment becoming monthly. Maybe he do is annually, so this is monthly, okay? So that's what final it is this number. Anybody agree with this number? Do you somebody get this number? Nobody? You got you still get a 966. You agree? You guys agree 966? Maybe my calculator wrong. Let me see. Why my calculator different? Okay. I mean my calculator maybe didn't. So how many people agree about 960? We close. So we have 2 people, right? I'm not going to verify my calculator right now. So that means close to mine, but I agree with you. Yeah, so many have same one. Maybe my calculator didn't set up well. So, but yeah, I am getting 966. Good. Okay. So that means 966. I accept yours. I reject mine. Okay. So that means don't trust this one. Choose the other one. But this one wrong too. I don't know why it's my off with your couple of dollars. Okay. But anyway. You put this one, that'd be right. So, okay, good. We exercise twice on this kind of a subject. We'll go next one, next level. Okay, so this is fixed payment. See how complicated. So we'll use the calculator very easy. Okay, use calculator. So that means you have calculator issue. Clean up your calculator, power off, power on, then reboot again, sometimes like that. But if you put like what we do, you should have the number. Okay, so present value, interest rate, the number match all, we put it in, you should be okay. Yeah, you push PMT, so you'll be okay. Okay, so go home, figure out your calculator as well. Now we move on. Fixed payment, we finished it, so that's good. But it's going to be have a exam question like this, okay? Car loan, mortgage payment, okay? And that's why it is calculation there. So that's why I should not read the chat. When I read the chat, then I'm just not focused on what I'm talking about. Okay, we go next level, okay? Coupon bond. Let me mention about the coupon bond, okay? So corporation, government bond, long-term US government bond, they all pay coupon, okay? For long-term bond, they pay coupon. So coupon is a fixed payment, just like we just did the mortgage that way, okay? You buy the bond, let's say you buy $1,000 bond. $1,000 normally is a face value, okay? Here mentioned the face value, also called par value, is also 1,000, okay? So when you buy the bond, you pay $1,000, it's your money. You're lending the money to the corporation. And they promised you pay you, let's say 5% coupon rate. So that means 5% multiply 1,000, that's each year will pay you those coupon payment. And that's what the C, okay, coupon payment is C, fixed. But because you buy the bond, you give 1,000, end of the maturity, they should give back your 1,000 too. So that's 1,000 come back, okay? So therefore, you can see before this piece, it is same like before that fixed payment piece. Only this piece, it is the face value, add one more. But this number we know, face value always 1,000. So this is numerical number we know. So in this, you can see coupon rate, you will know what's the coupon payment. You know, because of this bond character. The bond will always say, just like you, how tall you are, what color you're here, and that's your character. Same thing, once the bond issued, the bond coupon rate is with this bond forever until the bond finished, means matured or dead, right? So that's there. So this is the payment, okay? So that's the present value of the bond. This is the present value. So everybody want to figure out what's the value of bond selling now is based on those future, what the cash flow we're going to have it, then use the interest rate I discount back. Okay, so this is the formula. Is anybody have learned annuity? Did you learn annuity?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this piece is annuity. You agree? You agree?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So let me put an annuity formula. So then it will be easy for you, okay? Once we put an annuity, let me talk about what that means. Okay, for certain people didn't know what annuity is, and then use annuity formula so easy, okay? Let's do it. Just do a little bit difficult time, but that's okay. Annuity is like this, okay? So then the future cash flow, remember we just talked about, this is future cash flow, future cash flow, future cash. This is today, okay? So today is here. So T is today, T0. Okay, let's say T0 is today. Okay, so future cash flow, so that's T1, let's say is the fixed coupon or whatever we call C is cash flow, future cash flow. Then you can have another future cash flow. They all same. Okay, that's why it's constant. Okay, constant. So annuity definition say they all cash flow confident until to the end of we know the period. So that's this one is N, okay, we know that's N equal to 10 years, okay? So each year give you C is coupon, let's say give you C, give a number. C is just hypothetical, C equal to $50. We're going to use both of them anyway. So let's say $50, okay? So each year give you $50 for 10 years. So this is annuity, okay? Let me mention one more time. Annuities means same distant period, okay? They all 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, or they all 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, all the way to end period, and they have end they have finished the terminal end period is N period. N is 10 years in this period. So that's if in this fashion of the cash flow, that's called annuity. Okay, let me say it again. If they don't have an end, this means infinity, we do not know. Then it's perpetuity, not annuity. So annuity is the same distance, pay the same cash flow, and we know how long gonna end is annuity, okay? Because this fashion of payment, so the annuity easy to calculate based on the formula. Mathematically can prove, okay? So present value of this annuity payment, so equal to like this formula, okay? Just a simple do it, you're gonna figure out, okay? 1 divided by I minus, okay? And it's 1 divided by this I cannot do the other way, so I do this way, okay? So I just use typing here, I, okay, and then n power, okay, just n power. But remember, this I is multiply, and this is in the, they both in the denominator, okay? Just oh, sorry, denominator, okay? So this is just an annuity formula, just in case, okay? So, oh, here's sorry, and then close this one, close this. Okay, that's it. This is annuity formula, okay? But the key point is your bond, we just saw that formula, is a coupon, that piece is the annuity, and then plus face value, which is 1,000. I'm just putting in here. And then 1 plus I 30 N period, okay? You see? So the bond is similar like what we learned before. This piece, annuity piece, this last piece is 1,000 your money. When you invest a coupon bond, you will get 1,000 your money. If they don't, you don't get $1,000 your money, that means the corporation, the bond bankrupt, okay? They don't pay you. Otherwise, they have to pay you because you buy $1,000 bond, you lend the 1,000 to them. You lend the $1,000 to them, you get this coupon, okay? And then also get your money back. So in that case, is the bond is like annuity, and then plus your money, which is the face value, also is 1,000, also called par, same word, okay? So 1,000. So this is the bond, just a little bit more, okay? So now remember, we already know how to do the payment, face payment, use calculator, and you can do either way. You can do direct, go to your financial calculator, just do the bond calculation, or you do separately annuity that piece, and then do just face value 1,000. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you the real story. You're gonna calculate bond value. Okay, I'm asking the question now. Let me put it in again. Do this way. The coupon bond, okay, coupon bond, paying coupon rate. I have to mention a lot of here. Okay, coupon rate equal to 5%. Okay, remember, coupon rate is not it's not the interest rate, it's the coupon payment. Remember I said it's the character of the bond built in. This bond forever pay you 5% of coupon payment. I want to ask you, if a coupon rate is 5% pay a year, what's the coupon dollar payment? What's the coupon dollar payment? See? Okay. How we figure out a dollar payment? If people tell you coupon payment is 5%, you immediately know what's each year they pay your coupon. What's that? Anybody with me? Okay. You don't know, let me mention. I just do not know whether you learn bond or not. Okay, normally corporate bond issue is a coupon bond. Imagine if they don't pay your coupon. They borrow money from you, $1,000. What do you mean borrow you? Because you buy the bond. You buy a bond means you lend the money to me. Okay, I promise to pay your money back. So if I don't pay your coupon, that means I pay you $1,000 back, but you lend me 1,000, and 5 years, in this case, 10 years later, I pay you $1,000 back. That's it. Are you gonna lend me money? Did you hear what I'm saying? Let me say one more time. If I don't pay your coupon, I borrow money, $1,000 from you for 10 years, and then I pay you money back 10 years. Are you happy?
No.
Yes.
No.
So if I borrow 10 years, I use your money to make me rich, and then at the end of 10 years later, give you $1,000 back, you'll be happy?
Oh, no,
No.
no.
Exactly, you're not. So I have to give you something. So that's what I give you, coupon payment. So I promise I borrow money 1,000 from you, but each year I give you 5% coupon payment each year for 10 years, and then give you money back. So now you may be relative say, okay, that sounds good deal. You will agree, right? So that's how they issue the coupon bond. Okay, so 5% coupon rate, very important here. Is this bond me already tell you is this character, this bond, I can issue another say 3% coupon bond, right? So that's another bond. So that's it is a 5% coupon. How we figure out how much money pay? That's the whole point. So coupon payment, so equal the coupon rate 5%. Okay, that's what they tell you. And the face value always 1,000, always. Okay, so that equal to $50. So that's how you know each year you get $50, all the way to the 10 years. So that's how 10 years. I can see you get $500 total, but then different time. You need time value very important. So we have to figure out. So that's what each one payment cash flow, right? So if we buy in the 10 of this bond, and then you get a $500 each year. Okay, so that's what you know payment now. So we know this cash flow, this dollar. Okay, so we know the future value, face value in this formula. Watching here, in this formula, we know everything. We know going to be used this annuity formula, also relative is okay. Now that fast. So, okay, do it. And let me waiting for you. See who can figure out it. Or if not, then we won't working together. But I wanted you to do it a little bit. Struggling a little bit. Figure out yourself. And somebody, if you have question, ask me now. Okay, so let's see, Joseph, you got the right number or not? Okay, we verify together. Let's put in input, okay? So let's verify his number. At least he have result. Let's see. So in your calculator, the question asks your present value. So then you input everything else, okay? So first thing is, you know, the payment, the PMT. So payment equal to what? What's the payment in your calculator?
50.
50.
50, very zero, 50, very good. Okay, so we put a payment. What about interest rate? We put equal to interest rate equal to what?
6%.
6, very good. Okay, N equal to what?
10.
Very good. Okay, so we have everything and interest rate and future value. Okay, you have future value. Very good. So this is going to be different. Future value, I'll do this way. Future value F way equal to what? Future value. Future value equal to what?
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Okay, here's let me show. See, look at this chart. Okay, see here, all the C is payment. You already figure out. You already did it. Only thing is your last piece, future value is $1,000. Very good. It's future value is 1,000 always, right? Remember, it's fixed value. Okay, so we done all the input. Now you just push a button push the button in the bound value, you will get a result. So present value equal to, do you agree with his number? Okay, good. You guys all agree. Joseph, Carl, you all agree. Okay,
Professor?
yeah, today. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, after we enter all these numbers into the calculator, what button do we press to get the answer?
You have the bound. You know what? A different person have different financial calculator, okay? You're just looking at your bond, financial calculator will tell you. If you are using the HP12C, you maybe have a looking at the yellow button and push it. But if other calculator, you have to find out your indicator. They tell you which one you should put first, then push the bound button.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, yeah, each person have different calculator differently, but definitely you're gonna familiar your calculator because in exam you're gonna use it. Okay, so final answer is 96. Go ahead. No. Yeah, that's a good question. No, just put a 6 because your calculator already consider it is 0.06%. So your calculator take care of the percent. You just need to put 6. That's it. You know, just like we say, you don't need to put 0.06 in your calculator. This is just calculator defined how they put it in the interest rate. Okay, unless you have scientific calculator, you maybe have to different define on your interest rate input. Okay, very good question because some people are very different one. Okay, so this is final answer. You all get it. So that's bond price. Are we okay so far? You want to do one more exercise? Let's do one more exercise. Okay, like I said, face value, the bond always at the mature always get 1,000. Okay, always as what basic calculation defined face value is 1,000, and in the real world, if I don't want to buy 1,000, I want to buy 5,000. In the real world, just percentage multiply your money. That's all easy. Okay, so let's do the one more exercise. Okay, so let's say, how about this? I give you a trick one. Okay, so same bond. Okay, this bond, only this bond paying because in US our government bond is paying semi-annual. Okay, just give it difficult time. Okay, so this same bond, but this bond will be a coupon rate. Look at my mouse moving. Okay, it is the same. The bond paying your coupon bond payment rate also 5%. Face value 1,000. Maturity 10 years. Payment is coupon payment multiply face value, but this bond is semi-annual. I type in here semi-annual payment. Okay, let me just tell you that okay, annual. Okay, payment. So what I mean is our bond, the government bond, always paying you every 6 months. So if a coupon rate tell you it's annual rate, okay? Just like interest rate by default, all is annual rate. And then you have to figure out what they say. Even if by default, all annual rate, you have to convert it, okay? In this case, the semi-annual payment, every 6 months paying you, okay, once. So each year pay twice. Not like before. Before they paying you is at the end of 1 year, 2 year. Right now it's 6 months. 6 months pay again. So no. So but a 5% coupon payment, if 6 months paying you, what's the amount paying you here?
2.5%.
Very good. Yes. So 2.5% therefore is $25. Very good. So that's very important. Okay. So becoming $25 each month, each 6 months. So each year you still get a 50. But now they paying you $25 semi-annually. So which is good. You will see this bond value going to be better. Okay. So anyway, so that's payment now. So your coupon payment changed. So payment is not 50, becoming 50 divided by 2. I'm just putting in here, okay? Divide by 2 now. So now you recalculate again because this is semi-annual. Everything else same, only thing semi-annual. So now I'm just give you example. Here's now 50 anymore. 50 divided by 2, 25. Okay, so you're going to be changing this number. Input the payment is not 50 anymore. It's 25. Okay, so 25 payment. Okay, semi-annual. All right. What about the interest rate here? What about the N here? Okay, you need to take care of it. And face value still is 1,000. So now what's your bond value? So if a semi-annual payment, 20 years payment maturity, so how many period of payment? How many payment?
20.
20, yes, 20, very good. So N equal 20. Now what about the interest rate annually is 6%, but now you every 6 months. So interest rate input is gonna be what?
3%.
What are you gonna input? What's that?
Half of 6, 3%.
Right, 3%. Very good. So now you all get it right. So then push the button, you will get a bond value. So what's the number? Let me ask you, somebody have sense. Is this bond should be higher than 926.4 or lower than 926.4? Thank you. At least we have sense. Very good. It should be more. Yeah, because we more. That's why this bond. That's why semi-annual bond are more valuable. Okay. Now you will see it when your final result come out. You will see the number should be more. Do we get it? Anybody? You want it, okay, let's do it again. Do it together. Okay. So when you put the PMT payment equal to 25 because 50 divided by 2. Okay. Interest rate right now becoming 3 because 6 divided by 2. Okay. And becoming 20 because twice a year, so 10 years. Okay. So and then future value is the bond value, your money. Okay, hold on. Future value equal to 1,000. Push the button, my future value. So everything's down, and you push the bond value, the button. What's the bond value? So that's the present value of the bond. You got 925. Oh, good. You both agree. Huh? Do we just say higher while we lower? We lower. Well, negative because of cash flow. That's because your direction cash flow. So if you put a cash flow is all negative, your present is positive, then your present is negative. That's the sign is not big deal because you should pay negative. That's why it's negative value. But remember we said it should be higher to 926.4, but why we go lower? Huh? Let me go with you together. So why we lower? Okay. So do you know why you're lower? So that's so payment is 25. So interest rate 3, 20, and 1,000 future value. Okay, so what's the present value? Do I put a okay there? Yeah, you get a 925.6. I got the same thing, but are you sure you got a 926.4 before? Let me verify yours too. Okay. Maybe it should be more, but let me see. So before it's 50 payment, okay, so 6 I and 10 and the future 1,000 future value and present value. Now to 6.4. Yes, should it be higher component, right? So okay, anyway, so I will try to figure out the reasoning, okay? Should it be higher because they pay you more frequency cash flow? So should it be a little high? But then, like I say, it's just $1 difference, less than $1. Maybe it's not it's not effective. If we do more, maybe clear. So didn't. Okay. So anyway, so okay. So we got this final result. So 925.6. Very good. You agree with number? I agree too. So that's how you calculate the bond value. All right. Like I said, it should be higher because if we do compounding more clearly showing up that way, but now it's not. So that's not a really big deal here. Okay. So we figure out a bond calculation. So let's go next level. And then, annuity, so there's a bond. Okay. So we go to, so remember face value is always 1,000 and the par. So we're going next one. Okay. Here's, I have to go back to the year to maturity. Remember, we didn't mention that piece because, like I said, right now it will be easy to do. Let's go there. So first of all, you read a little bit. I want you to read a little bit. This is a difficult piece, okay? Year to maturity, okay? So that's we use the calculate bond. So it's interest rate, okay? So which interest rate is that interest rate? Which one is that equates the present value of those cash flow payments we receive it from a debt instrument with its value today. I hope you read it, okay? You read it. Let me read it one more time. Now I'm going to leave this page, this definition. I will show you what I mean, okay? So year to maturity is interest rate. Is that interest rate that equate the present value of cash flow payments received from a debt instrument? Equate that with its value today. So let me go there. You will know what I mean. Okay, so that's so here's the, I still have formula. See? So what I mean? So this I, okay, this I, if we know this value today, we will be able to figure out this I. And based on the market value, this one, and the future cash flow we did already. So then this I, what do we figure out, is called yield to mature. So then you will say, why we just don't call interest rate? It's not every interest rate. It's only that interest rate make this bond equal to today's value. Tomorrow when the bond price move it, this is the interest rate move it. But this bond calibrated from the price of the bond, that assuming you hold the bond to maturity, and that's why this I is becoming year to mature. And that's how they reflect the bond. This bond, particular one, was the year level. That means year to maturity. When they say year level, assuming you hold the bond to mature that level, was this year. Because you cannot observe this interest rate year to maturity. You only calculated it. So what I mean, okay, what I mean, I have to give a little deeper since you all so far is pretty good. So far sounds like I can do, okay. We do next one. Next time I will show you why we had to do this year to maturity. So now we're starting to go to complicated, okay? So we stop here. So have a good weekend. Any questions so far?
Professor, is it possible you post these notes on Blackboard?
Post notes or PowerPoint?
These notes you typed in?
No, because I cannot control it. This is the Zoom. I cannot even, before I log in the Zoom, can do that. This is I typing on the Zoom, so live there. You just do the screenshot or photo shot or whatever, can do that one. I cannot do it unless I have to, I don't know, just this in the Zoom system. I cannot even offline to create this one. I cannot, because it's live, like a lecture. This total for me to interpret it. So make a screenshot if you need it that way. All right.
Can you
Any other
post,
question?
can
Yeah.
you post the recording then? I think that'll be.
What's that?
Is it possible for you to post the recording so we could like review? The notes?
It's not, because I don't want it. So far we don't, because we don't want people to not in person here. We want to push people to study harder to on here, and then we can live interpret this whole thing. So that's what we wanted to do that way, just follow like an in-person class, that kind of schedule. Okay. But the book is pretty good. All right, follow the class. Class is because whole point lecture is important. I'm here. All right. So then, any other question? Mary, you have a question?
Can you give more examples next class?
Yeah, next one, do more example. Please ask me. Okay, ask. I will do more example. Okay, otherwise we're gonna move too fast. Very good. Next time, ask
like
me.
some of us maybe don't know how to use the calculator, so you have
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
try
Next
that.
time. Yes. Very good. Yeah. This weekend, familiar your calculator. And next class we use calculator. Calculate those we just did today.